I don't know how to not. MC Deerwood, for those who need it. A glimpse. My eyes are reflective of my soul. It only shines bright once it catches the light just so. Thought number 112,475,737. I just went through all of my thought notes and went back through my pictures to like 2017. And maybe three things I've realized have gone through my head. One, I kind of want to put my disjointed thoughts together in a book. A step away from a book of poetry, but a sibling of sorts. Could be something, could not. But I like the idea of sharing a part of myself I keep hidden that other people might be able to relate to. It could be a way for me to branch out of this box I've placed myself in creatively and what I have pictured my career to look like thus far. I want to explore and marinate in that feeling that exploration brings rather than focus on the destination. It makes a destination seem like this far away, distant fantasy land that I can never reach. It only appears in my dreams and is forgotten once I wake up. 2, one of the videos I watched going through my photos is this one where I recorded a Taking Back Sunday video I made, and I realized how grateful I am to have experience working at a place that allowed me to experiment with editing as I learned it. There are so many negative things I can say about that job, but one thing that I'm grateful for and will always think of fondly is how I was able to explore creatively using a skill set I had yet to learn to navigate. All of the pain that I associated with working there has healed, because when I looked at that video, I felt nothing but pride in younger me for figuring shit out with the tools I had, and that my job at the time allowed me to facilitate that type of growth. I'll be forever thankful for that experience. 3rd, reflection can lead to nostalgia, but I think one step deeper, it leads to fondness. Fondness for the places I visited, the people I met, the events I attended, the experiences I curated, and everything else that has led me to the moment I am in right now. Life isn't easy. In fact, everyone tells you the opposite, and while that is true, life is also every moment that you've ever gone through, and that in itself is beautiful. I'm coming to the conclusion that people are made up of unique and common experiences which shape the person they are in that moment until the next experience arrives. We are only a culmination of the last moment we had, and as time moves and experiences come and go, our approach, thoughts, and way of living shift to accommodate the new information those experiences give us, good or bad. How incredible to be a tangible being made up of the intangible reality of time. It feels like spikes underneath my skin, static that builds with no outlet. Number 17. When did you stop believing in yourself? When did you start again? It's okay if the answer to the second question is not yet. What once was will inspire what is. Make room. I'm building a home and tearing down another, 2 plots right next to each other, going back and forth trying to do both together. One day it's this, the next it's that. I'm stepping back into the past while trying to shift for the future, refusing to quit despite the many justified excuses. What is the present when the past dictates and the future paralyzes? Learning to sit and rest without anxiety over my lack of productivity. It is what it is. July 1st, 2017. I started to feel overwhelmed again. How do I stop feeling like this? I know things won't just stop being hard, but I feel like my anxiety has been a bit crippling lately. I just want to feel like I can do this even with all these obstacles. I want the fear to fuel me to work harder instead of making me curl up to block the world. Being scared won't help me, and it certainly won't make the things that I'm scared of go away. I mean, it's okay to be unsure and scared of what's going to happen, or in my case about money, but not doing anything because of that is stupid. Sometimes I just wish I had a little more support, but it is what it is. I just need to say this and then believe it. I can do this and it's going to be okay. Jasmine. Reflection thoughts. Oh, young Jasmine, I'm sorry you weren't aware that you were enough. Your best has always been enough. Improvement will come with time. I'm here now. Rest. Number 20. How many people have to love you before you love yourself? Please say none. 12th rotation. 25 February 2006. Hi, diary. My birthday passed. It was fun, but I didn't have a birthday party like usual, but that's okay. Today, Mom said we could go somewhere, and now she says no. It's not fair. My dad didn't come for my birthday. I was and still very disappointed and sad most of all. Well, got to go. Bye. Jasmine. Reflection thoughts. Do I not hold myself accountable because I was taught that I was not worthy enough for kept promises? If I brought up my feelings, they were brushed aside in the name of because I said so. How did that make me feel? You deserve kept promises, even from yourself. Reflection 101. So I'm reading my early journal entries again. It's incredible that I've reread my journals many times throughout my life and learned something new or gained more insight on some part of my childhood each fucking time. Apparently, I've been self-reflecting my whole life. But to get to the specific entry that triggered this thought note, it's from December 30th, 2011. I'm basically talking about how I need to stop being lazy if I want to achieve what I want. Very thorough thinking, even when clouded with misguidance, so I'm not mad at it. I am just truly baffled at what I thought and still think on how much I am supposed to be productive so that I'm successful in life or just a decent contributing member of society. What does success look like for me? And why do I have to do these things to make me feel successful? God, reading those journal entries, reading how I felt, how lonely, how sad, how overlooked, how overwhelmed, how much of an outsider I felt like, how angry and disappointed I was with the adults around me. It's always eye-opening to see how long I've been battling these emotions. It's mind-boggling to think that most people in this world are walking around not realizing how much pain they need to release in order to feel that inner peace they're unconsciously looking for. I've witnessed this with my family, my friends, people I meet, strangers. I encounter it all the time, and I feel such sorrow for all of us collectively. I wish I could walk up to people and absolve any childhood debt they're carrying. Once they let go, weightless, free to float. You had to hold the family up in a way most people don't acknowledge. Parents think they do everything and that the children are dependent on them. It's true, but sometimes when the parents aren't healthy, they have to depend on their children too. You're allowed to mourn the loss of your innocence too soon. Never let the doubt of other people become your own. I wish you had more support around you, and it's okay to feel disappointed that you don't. What your parents do and how they treat you is separate from your actual worth. Parents are just people too, figuring out life like the rest of us. Some succeed and some don't, some are in between. Whichever way it is for you, you are valid. Don't you ever forget that. I wish I could utter whatever words that person needed. Then they could shift to a reflective state, coming out of it more self-aware and understanding. Fuck all those other superpowers. This would heal the fucking world. Anyways, this all stemmed from me reading this ridiculous list of goals that I expected myself to do with such limited resources, both mentally and financially. We weren't meant to live a life like that. We were meant to be chilling. Y'all got us stressed out here. I'm pissed. It's funny how I thought I could be anything else but myself. Late bloomer. I bloomed late according to the rest of society, a structure that is built to hate every single part of me. It explains the pain of being trapped under false claims, dictating where my lane is supposed to be. By the time I finally reclaimed the reign society deemed I bloomed too late. It's all a lie. I bloomed right on time. Number 22. Where would your legs take you if you kept on walking? It's okay. You'll get there soon enough.